Frequently asked questions. Hey folks, Bullfrog Bob with Wild Creations. Today's frequently asked question comes from Brett H. of Mattoon, Illinois, where he writes, Dear Wild Creations, I'm confused. I've read on the internet that aquariums need to be cleaned often and the water treated with chemicals. You say your EcoAquariums don't need chemicals and only change the water in 3 to 6 months. What gives? Well, Brett, that sounds like a question in need of an answer from a professional frog wrangler. Come on. Brett, I couldn't think of anyone better suited to be able to answer your question than one of the frog wranglers that's been doing this the longest. Pete, what kind of answer would you give to a question such as that?
Well, first of all, thanks, Brett, for writing in. I appreciate all the questions. This is actually a question we get very often. First, I want to say that, unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, but not everything you hear on the internet or read on the internet is true.
Huh?
This is, though. Okay, it is actually true that if you have an aquarium with frogs, aquatic frogs, or fish that has no filter or any kind of filtration system, you need to change the water on that aquarium quite often.
Okay.
The difference between those aquariums and our ecosystem aquarium is that we have a complete built-in filter system. The brown gravel that you see on the bottom of our ecosystem is a living, organic, biological filter. So it acts as a natural filtration system, hence alleviating the need for any kind of filter, alleviating the need for any kind of chemicals, and alleviating the need for any kind of water changes that often. In fact, as long as you follow the instructions, you keep it out of sunlight, you maintain the regular feeding schedule that we have, you only have to change the water in this aquarium about once every 5 or 6 months.
Get out of town.
And in fact, if you are adding water, if you see water will evaporate out of here, you can actually add water into it periodically to fill it back up. That actually constitutes part of your water changes also.
Wow.
So if you're doing that regularly every couple of months, that's perfect for your ecosystem. For the most part, because it's like a freshwater pond, you don't want to mess with it. You don't want to clean the gravel. You don't want to add chemicals that we aren't sure of that could potentially harm the healthy bacteria that's in the ecosystem.
Wow. So this is in effect a natural little world all to itself.
It is. Imagine, if you will, a freshwater pond, taking a little chunk of it and putting it into an aquarium. That's exactly what we have here.
Cool. Cool. Well, Brett, I hope that answers your question for you. And anybody else out there, if you got a question, feel free to let us know. We'll post a little link down at the bottom of the video, get you all the opportunity to send in your questions. Who knows? You might even see it on a YouTube Frequently Asked Questions video. Take care.
Thank you.
I think that'll work.
You're supposed to pause for a while on that.
Yeah.